Okay guys, good morning Friday morning. We are not working today, and that is by design. The whole week, like I was saying, was geared toward freeing up Friday to where I can do some other stuff. I have a job to go look at right now, and actually a buddy of mine that he's in the comments sometimes too, he turned me on to this job. He even got the number, more money than I told him I would do it for, $450, and he ended up getting me $675. It's definitely worthy of me going to take a look at, and I don't really see it taking me very long. I don't, based on the picture that he sent me, and it's about a 10-minute, 15-minute ride from here. So, and I need to go by Home Depot too, and pick up a few things for the house. So, there's always something to do, man. Rarely do I just sit on the couch, but it's what I like to do, man. I like to take care of stuff. So, and I like to make money, and I like to put myself in the best scenario to win. So yeah, man, we're gonna go over here and take a gander at this job, and I'll get a little video while I'm over there. So I've had a couple of guys in the comments come in and was asking me about the shipping container and about, am I allowed to have one at my house, and blah blah blah. Well, I ain't asked nobody. I gotta say, I ain't asked nobody. I know that one of my neighbors in my neighborhood lives up the street. He's got two of them, but he's got them tucked back in the woods. So I don't really know. I don't know. We have no HOA. Number one thing, man, is, and I wouldn't have known this, 15 years ago when I bought my house, but I know it now because I've been doing the lawn care for a long time, and I understand a lot more about HOAs and everything. Number one, I will never buy a house in an HOA, not ever. So, I got lucky. I didn't know it when I bought my house, but there was I would have bought a house in an HOA or not. I didn't know. They just happened not to have one where I'm at. So, I didn't think it wasn't a factor. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's a pretty big deal when you start trying to, build things, take down trees, and that kind of thing. Because I've dealt with a lot of HOAs over the years, and ain't none of them really easy to deal with. 9 times out of 10, the homeowner that's living under those HOAs, they hate the HOAs too. So, yeah. But so there's no HOA in my neighborhood, and of course I want to be respectful of my neighbors and everything, and I'm not gonna have it in my driveway or nothing, And I'm already doing a video of me, getting the ground ready for the shipping container, cleaning up some of that mess I showed you guys a few weeks ago. And I'll get a little drone footage to kind of show you the layout of the property there. But the layout of my property is in such a way, and I built fences and stuff, and I planted big cedar trees. Well, they weren't big when I planted them. And, this particular, where I'm going to put this unit, the shipping container is you're not going to be able to see it from the road. I don't think, if you really look, you might be able to see it, but it's going to be tucked back behind the fence, and the fence is 6 foot high. Now the shipping container is going to be 9'6", so that's only 3.5 feet above the fence. And when I build a fence, it's all privacy fences. I don't build chain link fences and things like that, because if I'm gonna go through the hassle of building a fence, and I can, build a privacy fence, and I'm gonna go with a 6-foot privacy fence. Now, the fence that you guys see in the video, I'm gonna move that fence, and I'm not gonna move it before I do the shipping container. I'm basically gonna rip that fence down and build a new one, and I'm gonna give myself more space in the back where the shipping container will go. But the shipping container is already on order, and it'll be here, whenever. I'm just waiting on them to let me know. Probably middle to the end of next week, something like that. So, that's the jive on the shipping container. And I live in the country, I'm in a neighborhood. I'm still, in the country, somewhat. And, if I were going to put it in my front yard or in my driveway or somewhere like that, then that'd be different, But I don't think there's a law that says I couldn't do that. I don't think. But I don't want my neighbors to, to be upset with me or nothing. So, I'm going to try to be respectful of that, and I'm going to try to, and no matter what the shipping container looks like when I get it, I'm going to paint it, So it's probably going to be the ugliest, rusted, dingiest thing ever, man, But one thing about these containers that I'm learning and reading about and everything is that they're structurally like a vault, y'all. There are. So, main thing is let's start with the basics, right? Let's get the ground right for the shipping container and get the platform ready to be able to put it on the ground without a whole lot of fanfare, So that's going to be the number one thing. And then once I get it exactly where I want it, which is I'm going to get it where I want it when they bring it and deliver it. I'm not sure if I can move it or not. I don't know. I ain't gonna say I know I can move it with some different methods, rigging it up and jacks and a truck and bobcat and 2 trucks and a bobcat, whatever, I probably can figure out a way to move it around, but I'm not wanting to. I want them to set it right on the pad because I'm going to put this fabric down, and I'm going to put gravel, and that's where I'm going to want it to go. And so when I get back from my errands, that's what I'm going to be working on this afternoon. Yeah. And so there's a cheaper place for me to get gravel than where I'm going to be getting it at my landscape design place. There is a cheaper place to get it, but that cheaper place is probably about 18 miles from my house one way. The landscape design place is 2 miles from my house. Over at the quarry, I'm going to pay, probably around $35 a yard. At the landscape design place, I'm probably going to pay $45 a yard. So, these are the kind of things that you have to weigh, Now, if I had a great big dump trailer, or a great big dump truck, it would be worthy of going and getting it from the quarry, But I don't. I can only haul, about, my dump trailer is rated for 10,500 pounds. So, that's 5 tons. Now, I'm not going to put 5 tons on there because that would just be too close to the limit for me. Not when I know I got to make 2 trips anyway. Because I'm going to need definitely more than 10 tons. So I'll just get the gravel from the landscape place, and I can just make trips with the dump trailer. And I'm local too if something happens, because whenever you're pulling weight like that, when you're putting weight, on trailers, even if it's designed for that, when you start putting, getting close to the maximum weight allowed for that particular unit, for that particular trailer, then you don't want to, it's just me, man. I don't want to drive any further than I absolutely have to, because there's a lot of things that can happen, man, out there on the road, man, and I'd much rather go 3 miles down the road than go, 16 or 17 miles. So, yeah. Well, now, Ray, you're always working, Well, this is work, y'all, but this is what I like to do, going and looking at this tree job, not only a good thing, that I like my job and I like, going and looking at jobs and things, especially jobs where I don't even have to talk money. The money's already there. The money's already been discussed. So now it's just up to me to put myself in a scenario to win. And that is something that I really, really like. Because I think about logistics, right? The only reason why I'm going over here is not to get the job. It's not to sell my services. I'm going over here, number one, because I'm out anyway. Number two, it's about 15 minutes out of my way. Number three, I want to look at the logistics of everything. No doubt that I can do the job, but I want to make sure that when we pull up over here, it's in the neighborhood, I want to make sure that when we pull up over here, that I know where to tell whoever's with me where to park the dump trailer. I know where to offload the skid steer and all these things. Because, see, what I've learned over the years of having a Bobcat is, you can pull up on a job and be wasting a bunch of time if you've never been there before. A bunch of time. So, I ain't about wasting time, man. I'm about pulling up, looking at the job, analyzing the logistics of everything real quick, without any pressure, without any guys on the clock, without my equipment sitting there in the middle of the road and all that. Now, if this job were an hour away, I probably wouldn't take it. And every job I don't have to go and look at if the money's already been situated and settled. I want to look at this one because after looking at the Google Maps and Google Earth, so after looking at the Google Maps and the Google Earth image and all that, I don't really, I want to put my eyes on the actual site. If this were some countryside out in the middle of nowhere, then I would see that on the Google Earth, and then I would know, well, I'm not going to, parking's not going to be a problem, that kind of thing. This on Google Maps, this looks really condensed, y'all. The area, the space, the houses are right next door to each other. So that's a factor, And I know everybody thinks they do this for a living. I know. Everybody thinks it's easy. I know. But, when I go and look at these jobs beforehand, then everything usually goes a lot smoother. Now, of course, most jobs that I take on with the Bobcat and tree lift stuff are my customers, right? I already know their properties. I already know if there's a good place to park or not. This particular job, they're not my regular customers, right? But, and I know y'all hear me talk about, I mostly do work for my regular customers. Another thing that I have to consider when I'm on a residential property like this is the Bobcat has a leak, you know. So the leak is, you can't be dripping fluid no matter how big or little on their driveway. And from what I can see on the Google image and the street side view, and I always do this to every job, lawn care, it doesn't matter, man. Every job that I ever take on, I'm going to try to look at it. I'm going to always look at it on the Google Earth, you know. And Google Earth is really sweet, and it's free, you know. Like when I open up Google Earth, it shows where all my customers are, because I put a pin everywhere. And then I can kind of look at that and I can say, man, it'd be nice to be able to get about 3 or 4 right here in this little area on the way to this area where I got all these properties. Because I'm doing nothing in this area, but I got to go right through that area. I know, you know. So this job looks like it's going to be pretty freaking easy, y'all. I don't really see, you know, I mean, dude, okay, so I need to bring the guys with me. Well, one guy with me. I don't even need 2 guys out here. I just need 1. And I'm gonna ride, when I leave here, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna get out of the truck here in a second. I'm gonna call my guy too and see if I can, and ask him, talk to him about the job. Okay, a couple things that I see already. We got a box right there in front, so that's going to create a little bit of a problem, y'all. Damn. On the digging part, yeah. And they're wanting me to look at the yard too. Let me call my buddy Josh. And so I'm gonna go down here and knock on the door, y'all. I'm not gonna have the camera, you know, when I knock on the door, because like he said, she's an older lady and I don't want to spook her or nothing. You know, I'm just gonna try to get the timing right. There's a few things I see in the way, but we'll talk logistics when I'm gonna walk the yard too. We may be able to do the yard and everything. I don't know. We won't be able to do the yard today though. I mean, tomorrow, but we'll be able to put it on the schedule. It's not far out of the way off of my Fayetteville route. All right, y'all, peace out. Okay, guys, so this job is gonna be, the tree job's gonna be easy, but she's a little old lady, y'all, and the grass is not, she's a renter, right? And the grass has not been cut over here. And she's dying for somebody to cut the grass. And, you know, of course, she would pay for that. The landlord's going to pay for the tree. But I told her that, and I'll show you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna walk down through here right now, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the tree real quick. So the tree is right here, and y'all see it. It's rotten too. It's tall too, but the grass needs cutting bad. But the logistics of this is, it would have to go this way. So of course she's move her car, and I don't think it'd be nothing to get the stump out. I'll get that thing cut to about right here, y'all, and then just push it with the Bobcat. I believe it'll come right out. I'm more concerned about wires and stuff running down through here from this box. So you can't take it that way. You can't take it that way, and you can't take it that way. The only way to take it is across the front yard. Now, if I bring the lift over here, well, that would be easy too, but I wouldn't be able to get the stump unless I use the truck or something. I could probably pull that out with the
I don't know. But she's really needs somebody to cut the grass, and I'm feeling a little bit sorry for her because she's in a bad spot here. The mower that she needs for the backyard is going to be a tiny mower. I don't even think you can get a 21-inch mower in the back there. So I told her that, you know, the homeowner, I mean not the homeowner, but the renter, that we could probably cut the grass, that I would be willing to cut the grass for one time. She wants me to do it regular, but I'm not willing to do it regular. I get Zach to weed eat the bag. I'll bring the commercial 30 and we'll cut this front right here. Y'all see it hasn't been cut, and it's big Bermuda grass too. She's a little old lady, so she really, I mean, she's overwhelmed. But y'all can see how narrow this is right here for mowing. Now I don't have to do the lawn. That's not what I'm contracted for. But I told her that I would help her out while we're here, and you guys can see how tall that grass is. Y'all see that? That's crazy, man. And look, this gate is not even 20 inches. I'll tell you what though, the lift would be the tool to have over here because of the house and everything. It's like a big mess, man. If I bring the lift over, do you think that I can pull that out with a truck right there? I bet you I can. I bet you I can get that stump out with a truck. If I can, I'd have to bring the Bobcat all the way back down here to do that.
The only reason why I would need the Bobcat over here, but like I said, either if I bring the Bobcat over here, then it's a lot more taxing on everything. If I just bring the lift, I think my truck will pull that damn stump out, man. I think I'll bring the big chain. Yeah. See, the Bobcat can do some damage too, man. There's quite a little bit of there's a little bit of stuff going on there with that tree. I just don't know about bringing the Bobcat over here. The lift seems to make a little more sense. It's borderline. I would need, yeah, I'm gonna think about it, man. I like having the Bobcat, man, because the Bobcat, you guaranteed to get everything done. Now, you know, it's gonna cost you more money, you know, with the Bobcat too. So, yeah. But you're not gonna have to have as much labor. So I would need, I think I'm just gonna bring the lift, man. I'm not even gonna bring the Bobcat over there. I just don't think it's worthy of that. I think I can get that stump out with the truck. I do. It's a chance though you're taking, though, because if that stump breaks off, then I had to go home and get the Bobcat. Well, then now we're, you know, I would still make money at it, but not nearly as much, you know. But the Bobcat's going to be so much more intrusive on everything from, you know, 18 foot long, 7 foot wide trailer there. That's going to be a challenge. The dump trailer, that's a challenge. You see what I'm saying? I just don't know, man. I think I know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring the man lift. We're going to depend on the truck. I saw that tree job that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Also, that big cut over there that's next to the other two that I'm already doing that I was on the fence about, you know, they had another landscaper come and cut it one time, blah, blah, blah. And, well, they want me to do it. So I'm going to be doing that one this coming week. I don't know what happened, see, and it's always another red flag. I hope I'm not sorry for doing this, but the other landscaper that came over there and cut the grass, you know, for the one time or whatever, you know, he didn't finish. For whatever reason, the lady, the mother, just told me that he got mad with them for whatever reason. Now, see, that's a red flag big time to me. You know, I don't like that kind of thing because that makes my red flag go way up. You know, because see, if it was really lucrative, then that guy would have finished. See, I got a feeling. You know, I ain't basing it on nothing, but I got a feeling that I'm gonna have a hard time with that property, man. And I ain't talking about cutting it though. That's gonna be hard too. I think there's gonna be some other issues. I don't know for sure, and since I'm already there, I'm willing to roll the dice one time and see how it pays. If it don't pay right, then I ain't gonna do it but one time. But apparently, they did not have the other the people that they hired to cut it that one time didn't cut the back 40. They just cut the front part. So yeah, I mean, they're gonna have problems there, man. I mean, they're gonna have to spend some money, man. And you know, I just don't know if it's a job that I just don't know if they're gonna be able to pay for it or willing to pay for it. You know. And of course, I always talk big, you know, well, yeah, we'll pay for, 6 months in advance. Well, I've always found that people talk like that. They never do that. And they rarely, you have a hard time getting just the money out of them. But I'm going to be at a pretty high number that first time going in, and we're going to have to talk about it. I'm going to have to get on the property and start cutting it. And that's a property that I will be taking the Ferris to. So the Ferris will definitely be over there on that job for sure. Anyway, y'all know what time it is. It's Sammy time Friday, y'all. We'll see you.